Hello YouTube, welcome to the next video. I'm going to carry on with my lighting circuit problem in this video and try and get the basics of the alternate switches working with a piece of software. So let's get into it.
Right, let's have a look at this double switch socket. We got all the usual stuff. And here there we go. So this is the double version. So this will be the top. But you see, because this has got two switches, I don't know how the messages that come from this unit will differ from the single switch unit. So what I need to do is power this on temporarily by connecting just a normal plug socket to live and neutral to power on the little unit, and then pair it up with the network and then see how the messages are different from pressing each of these two buttons. And then I need to write a little service, sort of a man in the middle service, to run on my Raspberry Pi, so that when I push this button, for example, it receives that message, converts it into a message that it can then send to the single switch version of this that I've already fitted and tell it to turn the lights on. And then again, if I was to press it again, it would receive that message, convert it into a message to tell it to turn the other one's lights off. And once I've got that service up and running, then I'm ready to actually connect these up to the actual wall outlets, and hopefully then it should all work. So let's get the plug wired onto this, get it paired up with the network, and have a look at the messages that come out of this on the computer. Okay, I've found a piece of 2-core flex which I've just put a plug on the end of, and what I need to do is just put this live and neutral into the back of here to power this up temporarily so I can see what happens. So we want to put those in there like that. Okay, that should do it. Let's see if we can power that on. Okay, I'm just going to switch it on. So you can see the little light is flashing, so that means it's waiting to be paired up with the Wi-Fi network. So I'll get it paired up in the normal way. You can see how I do that in some of my previous videos, and then we'll go onto the computer and see what messages we get when we press the button.
So here are the captured messages from the MQTT relay, and you can see that for the single switch version, which is on my system, I've got it as Tasmota 5, the output is just the word power. But for the double switch version, which on my system is Tasmota number 6, you see that it's power 1 or power 2. So I just need to be able to handle both a 1 switch, a 2 switch and a 3 switch version. So I need to interpret these messages based on the switch number, the unit number, sorry, which would be 5, 6, or when I add more, 7 and upwards. And then the individual switches on the units. So in the case of a single switch version, it'll just be power, and in the case of a double switch version, it'll be power 1, power 2. In order to make this work, I'm going to have a sort of a lookup table in the code so that I can relay the message from one switch to another, or perhaps to several. So I'm thinking of something like this. So if you press the hall switch button, that message will be captured by the software. It will then look up hall switch in the table, and it will find that that message needs to be relayed to the base stairs 1 switch and the upstairs 2 switch. So it will then send out an MQTT message to both of those to say switch on. And then if you was to go up to the top of the stairs and press the switch at the top of the stairs to turn the lights off, that message would be captured by the software. It would look up in this table and see upstairs 2 has been pressed, so I need to relay that message to hall switch and base stairs 1. So then it would send out an MQTT message to say off to both the hall switch and the base stairs 1. That's how I'm thinking to make it work. So let's start writing some Python. Okay, that's that written. So it's running. I'm going to tail the logs and see what happens when I switch on the light. There we go. And yeah, that's been relayed to the other 2 units. And I switch it off, and that has also been relayed to the other 2 units. So that seems to be working fine. Now let's see what happens if we actually press the physical switches. So yeah, there you go, that's it switched on, and there we go, that's it been switched off. So that seems to be working perfectly. Okay, so if I press this one, the lights go off, and if I press it again, the lights come on. Now if I press the other switch at the other end, it works from this end too. Okay, that's it for this video. It's all working now as it should, so the only thing left to do is to get the old light switches off the wall and get the new units on. But that might be quite tricky, so we'll deal with that in the next video. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.